pleasure in three things, and they are beautiful in the sight of God and of mortals. Agreement among brothers and sisters, friendship among neighbors, and a wife and a husband who live in harmony. Now I hate three kinds of people, and I loathe their manner of life. A pauper who boasts, a rich person who lies, and an old fool who commits adultery. If you've gathered nothing in your youth, how can you find anything in your old age? How attractive is sound judgment in the gray hair, for the aged to possess good counsel. How attractive is wisdom in the aged, and understanding and counsel in the venerable. Rich experience is the crown of the aged, and their boast is the fear of the Lord. Now, I can think of 9 whom I would call blessed, and the 10th, my tongue proclaims. A man who can rejoice in his children, a man who lives to see the downfall of his foes. Happy is the man who lives with a sensible wife, and the one who does not plow with an ox and ass together. Happy is the one who does not sin with the tongue, and the one who is not served an inferior. Happy is the one who finds a friend, and the one who speaks to attentive listeners. How great is the one who finds wisdom, but none is superior to the one who fears the Lord. Fear of the Lord surpasses everything. To whom can we compare the one who has it? Any wound, but not a wound of the heart. Any wickedness, but not the wickedness of a woman. Any suffering, but not the suffering from those who hate. And any vengeance, but not the vengeance of them, of their enemies. There's no venom worse than a snake's venom, and no anger worse than a woman's wrath. I would rather live with a lion and a dragon than live with an evil woman. Why? Because a woman's wickedness changes her appearance and darkens her face like that of a bear. Her husband sits among the neighbors, and he can't help but sigh bitterly. Any iniquity is small compared to a woman's iniquity. Mere sinners locked before her. A sandy ascent for the feet of the aged, such as a garrulous wife to a white husband. Don't be ensnared by a woman's beauty, and do not desire a woman for her possessions. There is wrath and impudence and great disgrace when a wife supports her husband. Dejected mind, gloomy face, and wounded heart comes from the wife. Drooping hands and weak knees come from the wife who did not make her husband happy. So how do we get this right? Here we go. Wives, be subject to your husbands as you are to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, just as Christ is the head of the church, the body, which he is the Savior. Just as the church is subject to Christ, so also wives ought to be in everything to their husbands. But here's the thing, husbands, because you have a responsibility in this too. Love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, in order to make her holy by cleansing her with the washing of the word and by the word, so as to present the church to himself in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or anything of the kind. Yes. So that she may be holy and without blemish. In the same way, husbands should love their wives as they do their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hates his own body, but he nourishes it and tenderly takes care of it, just as Christ does for the church, for we are members of his body. That's how we get it right. Peace be with you.